Hi a lot. My name is Terry. Thank you very much for being here with me. It's really special. And this is my very first video here on YouTube, and it's gonna be pretty lengthy. But it's also gonna be intense love if you stay here with me. It's gonna be a special feeling for me. I'm 27 though, and this is, like I said, gonna be so precious to me because, okay, I still want to reach out to the world by this means. This for me is like a possession, my very first. I would say more like a property, something made of me, an invention because it contains figments of me, how I made my entire heart. What am I? I'm just one slim guy and a few other things. I'd say nice things because I have a working heart and some beliefs, self-belief included. None of us is deserving of any form of suffering. All of us deserve a chance at attaining the goal that we choose, a chance at some beautiful things, a chance at breathing fresh air, a chance at closing our eyes to surprises. Some people lose even the free human capabilities, being happy, freely growing to become stronger, breathing. I lost those many times, and it takes out of life itself to find them back. Imagine begging in your prayers for tears, pleading that the kids pray for you. Perhaps it'll be a sweeter smelling scent to Jehovah our Father. Imagine when the most prolifically voluntary thing, breathing, has to be strived for. Imagine living your life with countless sighs in a day, sighs cause breathing is hard. Well, for many, even choice becomes far-fetched. This is where my belief comes in. I have been stubborn, and I don't know if that is a bad thing because it gave me 3 years of clinical depression. Because I stubbornly never gave in to believing we're not deserving of choices, of beauty, of tears of joy. And I kept on. I've done something all this while. I've asked questions, a lot of whys. Sometimes I have to caution myself against asking questions that drive me into peering into some unreality. Well, sometimes I felt odd, but I kept on still. And my fun came to be from my ideas. Conceiving of ideas not yet in existence, or pinpointing flaws in already existing ideas, or looking out for features that can make them more fun. And all this I usually would do in my mind's eyes, but I also write this down. Only recently I started using the internet more often to take a closer look at the world, and more ideas came. For instance, I peered into YouTube. Like I said earlier, I just started here on YouTube, and so many ideas came. Now, I don't know how to use them, but I kept on keeping them. I mean, YouTube has further potential to host the world if they only look more intently. I see these things on the spot, and if I tend to see these things, then I consider that my talent, but hardly know where to place them. I'm making my very first video now, and it's an idea, because I consider every form of idea as tangible, as weighty. It is harder to conceive of nonsense. I mean, to think of going to the tiny thing in the night sky must have been the bizarrest of thoughts, but it wasn't after all. I want to be functional. It is high time, because I'm choosing that. I want to go to USA. Of course, Jehovah our Almighty will help us with what please we have kept on with, but I want to involve humanity too. I love humans. I wanted to be told that I want this, and I wanted it always. I would usually tell my peers that even if you gave me millions materially, at that time I lived in Nigeria, I would still choose to go to US instead. USA. And why USA? Well, cause it is a simple choice. It's because, well, it becomes like a dream because many of us are restricted by some horizon. But this is a simple, humanly attainable choice. It is so not comparable to going to the moon. I want to execute my ideas. I would say I have like 100 ideas already, and I so need an enabling environment, one filled with information and people too. I want USA because I feel like it contains the world in some way with the various nationalities. I want USA because it speaks English, and it'll be easy or easier for me to thrive in an English speaking environment, which is also enabling. I want to apply my very nature to giving people tears of joy. And this looks on a grander scale, but I want to be on the path I've chosen to accomplish this. I want USA because I would be closer to the people who inspire me. I mean, I listened to a Beyonce song, a particular one. I was here and I was inspired to an idea that, when executed, will appeal to the whole world. It's more like a social network, but there's no doubt that it will host the entire world in it because it's an idea that's not in existence. I'm appealing with all my heart, all the tears that well up in my eyes, to each heart in the world. Please support my small cause. With all my heart, this will be a large cause after all. Too much injustice growing up can have turned one into being entirely wicked, but it turned me into more of something else. I can now only get my happiness from making others happy. I so want to give out tears of joy, and the imagination in my tiny self can afford that. I can do this, and I'm set. All I need, because I'm so certain we have the rights to simple attainable choices, is an enabling environment, and I'm choosing USA. I'm making this video not only to ask for support, but to make it renowned to us of a simple choice that I've kept all along. I've kept this desire, and I want to inspire as many with the notion that the greatest fear is fear itself. I have thus cancelled my fear to appeal to my compatriots, my friends in the world, to tell them that I'm here in the rubbles, to inspire as many. Dear Oprah, my dear family all around the world, Obama, Eminem, Justin Bieber, the US ambassador, my dear interviewer whenever I go for that interview at the US embassy, I love you all so much. Jeremy, Brenda, Scott, Mr. Smith, I just mentioned names because they exist. Please help. My loving parents grow older, and it is hard to be a helpless watcher. As much as a deep true hug has been missing all my life, like the one in this video. I will be putting a link to that video after this entire video. Please watch. And please don't doubt me, there are places in the world like this. My current status, I'm 27 like I said earlier, migrated to Philippines, my mama's country, preparing for USA. But I'll need all the help I can get, mostly towards getting a visa, which may look quite unlikely considering that I'm one migrated boy with no property or tangible job, for all I have right now is a Filipino passport and a laptop. I live in a rented room. Excuse me. I live in a rented room, but I can still be found, be picked, be let to breathe. I'm here in my rubbles, but I'm still trying. I'm sticking my head out. Please see me. My family is in Africa, my pretty sisters. I want to be something to them, for I'm something, a whole lot, but I still need a visa, a US visa. My dad got unconscious for the first time, and I'm all here alone in Philippines. I heard of it, and it was killing. I'm scared, but I'm strong. Jehovah's willing. I know help comes in different forms. All kinds of help will be so pleasing. This is a cause, but please grant me this favor, my dear friends. Let it be my cause. And with your help and your hearts connecting enough to love me too, my cause is simple. If you help materially, I will keep saving towards this cause. If you ask me questions, I will inspire you with my answers. I have only drafts of my ideas, none of them executed or patented, and they cover different genres. Because I look at different things I come across and I look for ways to fix them, or I imagine entirely new ideas or needs that humans in the world will need. Like, I've thought of different things, an entirely new sport, an entirely new social network, entirely new TV reality shows. I've even reading movies from my wild imagination that are not yet in existence. If you give me direction in that line, it will be so pleasing. If you pave the way to give me a USA visa, I will cry my first tears of joy. If you only took as much time to watch my video to the end, my heart goes out fully to you. It is so much love, intense love. I will love you with all my heart because you shared in my pain. Please feel free to ask me questions just after this video. I will be so hearty in answering. Life has taught me different experiences, and by nature I can answer some questions. I'm very good in analyzing things, and I will be so glad to be helpful to any human who reaches out to me. I love you all so much, and I hope you don't pay too much attention to me because this is my very first video, and I wrote out the entire thing that's appearing in this video, but it totally contains my heart. Please, I'm also going to put a link to a website, a tiny blog that I made, where I wrote out my heart even more. Please try even out of your busy schedule to visit my website and watch the few videos I have put on there, and as well as read my entire page. It will only take one time. This is like my possession, my very first. Like I said, I have only a laptop and I'm in a heating room somewhere in the world. Please reach out to me. I'm Terry once again. I'm yours always. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.